Yesterday, I made a video about Hufflepuff. Yeah, so I did a reporter thingy and I got Hufflepuff. Then I spoke about how I go to my friend's place to get the blender. Then I saw this girl, but she's kind of cute, but I ignored her because I was extremely hungry. So I went today. I needed a pen. Went to Sainsbury. Started paying for £2.50. Like I ain't getting a pen for £2.50. No, I spent naira. That's like 7,000 naira. No, was it seven? That's like 5 grand for a pen. No, I ain't got a pen for 5 grand. No. So I bought my sticky notes. Oh, by the way, there's no sticky notes there. So that was weird. So I got the sticky notes. Then I had a pen. Then I have a pen. So I went to my friend's crib. I wasn't home. Knocked at his door. Voila, saw the girl. I said hi. She said hi. She said, does she have a pen? She said no. Then she looked around to help me look for a pen. And while she was moving around, I was mesmerized by her, and I was just liked the way she moved. Literally, I just liked the way she moved. She just she just moved so beautifully and so gracefully, and I was just smitten by the way she moved. Then she handed me the pen, got the pen, but I'm a sucker for beautiful women. And when I see what I like, ooh, you know me, I'm launching missiles. So I'm launching missiles. So said hi. She was listening to Lana Del Rey, so like, oh yo, are you a Lana Del Rey kind of girl? She was like, yeah. Like, oh, so she likes crazy old men. Then she laughed. She was like, nah, like old. She likes them toxic. And she laughed again. Then we spoke about Lana Del Rey, spoke about music. And I saw she was doing her makeup, so the she was using the makeup mirror to stare at me. I was like, oh, okay, I think she's feeling that. She's feeling me. She wants me. She wants me. So like, you know what? Asked her what, like, can we? Does she have any plans? She said she was going to. She was traveling by 10 a.m. and I was like less than 15 minutes from the time because I was like, I was talking to her by 10 minutes past 9. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a tough cookie to crack, but I'm not really. So I asked her, can we do something? She said no, that she's got to leave. Then I was like, oh, can we go for a walk? She said no. I said, can we go for a walk by the lakeside, which is just around the corner from here? And she said yes. So I was like, okay, okay, we're gonna go to the lakeside. Then I left her to do her thingy. Oh, before then, by the way, like when we were talking, I was talking to her about the first day I saw her when she was at the student union building, and all. I thought she was very pretty, and I've always had a crush on her. And she just kept smiling. Then she was like, really, like, yeah, I've always been mesmerized by her beauty. Then, okay, she just laughed. Then left her in the room. Then went to the living room, needed to entertain her because I'm an entertainer. So I left the apartment, came back to my apartment. The guy took my guitar, ran. It's so hot. Go back. Then I was trying to write or something. See the birds. So I my guitar, written something on my phone because I was gonna sing her a song. but it was starting to feel so not me. Felt like I was trying too hard. I don't like to try too hard. So I aborted that mission. But I'm still gonna read it to you. So I wrote, so you walked into a hall. So you walked into a hall. My heart skipped a beat at your beauty. I knew how the moment you drew stars from your eyes. I saw stars. I see stars in your eyes, and roses on your lips, and blossoms on your cheeks. Hey, pretty lady from my school. Guess what? I'm into you. Your folks don't know this, but I do. That's you're all that a boy like me could dream for. Or maybe they do. Then again, it's you. Everyone knows you're the truth. Composing my thoughts took a while, for you drew me in from the onset. Just like the sunset, you set so beautifully upon the waters of my soul. And in you I hold, for you are everything brave and gold. Now, then I was attaching the chords to it, the GDCE, but then now I got bored and I was distracted by someone in the apartment. So I aborted the mission. Then later on, I stood up, went to knock at her door to make sure she was ready. She was ready, but we couldn't go to the lakeside anymore because the time was gone. Then I took a suitcase. She said she was going to pick out Dilly Gardens to get a train. Asked if I could come along. She said yes. Yeah. She said yes. Then found the way downstairs. We walked to the train station. While we walked to the train station, we were walking, we were talking. She's Igbo, she's an Umbra. We're talking. Thought I liked her skin. Her skin looks like milk and honey. Then kept talking. Said I liked her hair because it was very full and long. Then she asked where I'm from. I told I'm Yoruba. Then she was trying to know my name. Well, she guessed my name was Israel, but my Yoruba name she couldn't guess it. So I told them how my Yoruba name was. Then kept talking. Then she wanted me to lead the way because she wanted us to pass a different route. So I said okay. So I took her through a different route. Then we were walking, we were talking, we were walking, we were talking, and I'm trying to remember. Oh my god, I forgot everything. And to play some Lana. For some reason, whenever I play some Lana Del Rey, I remember what. I don't know, just remember the events more. Because she likes Lana Del Rey. And don't get me wrong, I'm not in love with her or anything. This is just me in my elements when I'm soaking in a girl's existence. If that makes any sense. Which is something I haven't experienced in a minute, and I've missed it. So, I need Lana Del Rey. She was listening to Love by Lana Del Rey. But I ain't gonna play these out because YouTube gonna be like, copyright. Take it down. No. Bro. It is hot in this place. There's a fly in my room. Did I get it? Hello. Shield. Shield. Strategic Hazard Intervention. Espionage and Logistics Directorate. Those agents of shield. I really do not like flies. So we're walking to the train station. Then, while walking to the train station, Siri. I'm moving apartment next month, and I have no idea where I'm going to, and it's scary. I don't like it. I need my own place. But I need to take a risk. Okay, all right. So when I was in the apartment, then I asked her if she likes Lana Del Rey. I mean, obviously she likes Lana Del Rey, but I asked her, "Oh, so you like Lana Del Rey?" She said, "Yeah." Oh, that's cool. Then she was like, "Yeah, I know you also like Lana Del Rey." I was like, "Oh, how do you know I like Lana Del Rey? Do you talk about me?" Then she just switched the topic. I'm impressed because she's a girl. No, I mean not as a disrespect that she's a girl. It's just like she's a girl. She doesn't want to talk. She doesn't have to talk. So we came down. Okay, before coming down, I was trying to play music on my guitar. Then I was playing on music. She liked it, but I was even singing because I was just talking to her. Then I was having a conversation with her. Then I started playing. She has this way she looks at you with the side part of her eyes, and it's like so sexy. She was wearing a white shirt and I think dark gray jean shorts. And she has this silver necklace on. Then her hair was packed into two different layers. And she had this pink blush here. And she had a mascara on. She used foundation, but it wasn't so heavy. It wasn't a very heavy makeup, but it was still quite layered. Then her nails were pink. She said she's not a pink girl, but her nails were pink and her umbrella was pink. And then she took my friend's pink face cap. Hmm. So, okay, so we were talking in the apartment, then we're talking, then I was playing something on my guitar. We were talking. Now I can't actually remember what we're talking of anymore, or what we're talking about anymore. I think she said, "Oh, so you play guitar?" Then I said, "Yeah." Then I was like, "I wanna sing you a song." Then she said, "Okay." Then I was trying to get into the zone, so I was strumming my guitar strings. Then she looked at me and she was waiting for me to go all berserk on my guitar and start singing. Then I kept talking to her. Then she was like, hmm. Then I started singing, and then she wanted to laugh. And then she wanted to laugh, but then she didn't laugh. Then she was like, "Hold on, I have to go." So I had to drop my guitar. Then I carried our suitcase. Then we came downstairs. When she was coming downstairs, I asked her if she was taking the Uber. She said no. Asked her if I should order an Uber. She said no, that she would rather walk. Then when she said she'd rather walk, that sounded really cool because I like to walk and she likes to walk, so that's pretty cool. But oh my god, she walks very fast. I don't like that. Hmm. Something we can change though. So, anyways, so we came downstairs. We were walking to the train station. I was with a suitcase. Then we're talking. So that she's a stranger and I know nothing about her. Asked her where she grew up. She said Anambra. Then, but then she also grew up in Lagos too. Then asked her if she likes anime. She said she has no liking towards it because she never understood the art. Then she said although she recently watched an anime, then when I listen to Lana Del Rey, it's like I can vision are right in front of my eyes, and I can draw out in my head and recreate her inside my internal foresight, and I can literally see her right in front of me. So she said she never understood the art of anime, but she recently watched one and she was trying to talk about it, but it felt like she was trying to make me feel good about her not liking anime. But I also felt like she did watch an anime and then she was trying to like tell me about it as a person that like watches anime. I wasn't really paying attention because it's just she's so she's girly, like she's so girly, and then she was like acting like a girl, well, not like a girl, like a girl. She was acting like a baby girl, like a girly girl, and then it was cute. So I was like, why is this girl acting like a girl? Like when a girl is acting like a girl, like why is this girl like acting like a girl? She's acting like a girl, like oh, this girl is acting like a girl. Then I asked her, oh, well, does she like heart? Then she said, yeah, she likes heart. Like, oh, well, probably should have gone to an art gallery that was nearby. She was like, yeah, but then I didn't say anything for the past 2 3 days because she's been here since Tuesday, which is crazy. Time is scary. I don't think she was here on Tuesday. I think she was here Wednesday though. But then the lady says Tuesday, then it's Tuesday. I guess my concept of time is a bit foggy. I was like, yeah, but then I didn't see her, so I was just, to be honest, I was just trying to gaslight her. So like, I never saw her. Like, I'm literally just seeing her today. Like, no, come on, I definitely saw her on Tuesday. I was like, no. She's like, what about when I came to take the blender? I was like, nah, I didn't see her. I definitely didn't see anybody in front of me. I knew she knew I was messing with her. Then, then we're going. So she asked if I'm an artist. She asked if I could paint or draw. Then I told her, yes, I used to paint or draw. She's like, I don't give that vibe. Then I was like, so what kind of vibe do I give? She's like, I give the vibe of someone that just chills. Like someone that's just always chilling. I was like, huh? Then I said, oh, I see that. She gives me the vibe of a bad girl. She's like, nah, she's not a bad girl. But that she's very weird though. Like, huh? She's like, but I give her the vibe of a bad boy. I was like, nah, I'm not a bad boy. I'm a very good boy. Then, so we started walking north. Then we were going, talking. What were we talking about? Let me see. Like, yesterday I picked time travel, yes, the dude that could go back in time to the past. Alright, so you know what? Time traveling is amazing because if I could be a time traveler right now, I'm definitely going back to that moment, like right now. So she kept walking, and then we kept talking. Okay, that was when she now asked where I'm from. Then I told her I'm Yoruba. Then she says she knows an Oluwaseyi. So then I said, does she wants to know my Yoruba name? She's like, yes. Then I was like, what's my name? Then she didn't remember. Then she tried again. Then she said, oh, Israel. Yeah, Israel. Then what's my Yoruba name? She was like, there is no way on earth she could possibly guess what my Yoruba name was. Then I told her to try, but she made zero attempts. Then I told her Allah to call me. Then she's like, oh wow. Then she laughed. Then I told her I know a couple of things about Igbo culture. Then she was like, is that from talking to several Igbo girls? I was like, no, not at all. That's a cultural thing. I like to study different people's culture and tradition. So she was like, oh. Then I said, yeah, Chineki and is it Chineki and she something. She's like, oh, Chineke means God. I'm like, yeah, I know that I can speak a bit of Igbo. I said I can speak a bit of Igbo. Then I kept walking. So I asked her why we passing this route. She was like, for no reason that do I want to pass a different route. I was like, yeah, why not? So I decided to lead the way. So from north we headed west or the south. We turned right. We turned west. So we headed west. We kept going west. Then in front of us was this building, which I've never really noticed the building till she showed me the building, and apparently there were grasses all around the building. She was like, "Oh, this is a really nice building." Then I was like, "Oh yeah, this is a really nice building. I've never witnessed this or noticed this building." Then it was time to cross. It was time to cross. So we crossed. Then we crossed. Then we landed on the other side of the road. Then we kept walking. And we're going. Then we're talking. And then I was asking her questions back to back to back to back to back to back. Like, I wasn't allowing her a breather. I was just going because it was fun. The conversation was actually interesting. And she was engaging. Now, what were we talking about? I'm trying to remember. We're walking, we're talking, then. So we started talking about mythology. So she told me she was gonna watch the Odyssey. I was like, oh, that's nice. Then I decided to tell her a bit of what I know about the Odysseys, courtesy of Robert Greene. So I told her there was this man that was going on a voyage with his sailors. Then he tied himself to the mast, and his sailors were eaten away because he wanted to listen to the music of the sirens. They kept going. Then she was like, oh, do I like Greek mythology? And I said, yeah, I do like Greek mythology. Then I was like, oh, you have a scar on your right thigh. It was a reddish mark. Then she was like, yes, that she has a very sensitive skin. So I told her, yeah, because her skin looks like milk and honey. Then she was like, it's gonna heal in 7 days. Then I asked her, apart from super healing, what other characteristics does she have? Then she was trying to think about it. So I was like, apart from unfeathered, or unfathomable beauty, super healing, and a beautiful smile of that of a siren, what other characteristics does she have? Then she smiled and she laughed. Then we got to where we needed to cross. Then I had to put in the clutch in the suitcase and lift it because I was trying to protect the tires. Then we crossed to the other side. We kept walking. Then we kept talking. Then at some point we were talking about Manchester. She asked me if I liked Manchester. I told her, yeah. No, I didn't say yeah. I said, well, I'm alive. She was like, she thinks Manchester is very interesting though. I'm like, oh really? She's like, yeah, no, it's not as rough as London. Yeah. Then she was like, she stays in Hertfordshire. Then we kept walking. Then she said she was going to Edinburgh. Then she said she was going to Edinburgh. I didn't tell her I almost died though. I didn't actually want to tell her anything traumatic. Then let me skip ahead. She said she was going to Edinburgh. Then told her, oh, Edinburgh is very nice. She said, yeah, that she's going with a friend. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And she said it's some dude from school. I'm like, okay. Then we kept walking. Then she asked me about my work. Then I told her a bit about it. She was like, how is it going? I said it's going, but I didn't want to put too much on her because it wasn't time. And she's a stranger. Told her she's a stranger, so I'm not gonna put that on her. Then asked about her work. Then she said she went for summer, and then during summer, it's hot, so she has like keep everywhere open. Then we got to another landing, and then I had to carry the box. But every time I carried the box, there was a white girl around, or a white woman around, and her body language was always off. So I thought that it was not a psychological reaction of me to being smitten by them. It was just me carrying the briefcase at the appropriate time because I was trying to protect her tires. But I didn't tell her I was trying to protect her tires though. And she was like, oh, okay. Then we kept walking. Then I told her, yeah, that she has nothing to be worried about, that she's the fairest maiden of them all. And then she smiled. Then we kept walking. So she said something about therapy. Can't remember. I told her my work was going. I told her my work was going. Then she was like, "Oh, I should tell her about it." Then I said, "I can't tell her about it because she's a stranger and I have to be in love with her before I can tell her about my emotional tantrums." Then she was like, "Oh, but isn't me telling her about my emotional tantrums what would make me fall in love with her?" I was like, "No, I wouldn't want to trauma dump on her." Then I said, "Oh, so I guess she's in love with me then." And then she just smiled. But I like the way she smiles. She has this very soft and calm, sweet smile. Then, then I think she said something about dating or relationship, and I was like, "Oh, no." She said something. I think she said something about. I can't remember. Or led to something about dating or relationship after the love part. And then I was like, "Oh, I'm not really looking for a relationship." And then her demeanor changed. They kept walking towards the train station. At this point, we were very close. Oh, there was a part where she was holding an umbrella. Yeah, she brought the umbrella. So I was like, because she was holding the umbrella, and at some point she was hitting the umbrella on the wall or on the surface of the building. Then I asked her, "Oh, she's not pissed I'm not holding the umbrella for her." She was like, "No, that's of course not." I was like, "Oh wow, she's so considerate." She was like, "Yes, that's I'm already carrying this suitcase for her. Why should I hold the umbrella for her again?" I was like, "Oh wow, that's so nice." And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Wow, that's not only is she beautiful, but she's very considerate and nice. She's a very pleasant person." Then so we now go to where we wanted to cross the one of the other crosses. Then we're crossing. Then when we're crossing, okay, I was like, "Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go." So we run. Then the second time, I was like, so because we ran to the first part, then we're going to. She wanted to just keep going to the second one, and then she didn't see the car coming, so I had to pull her back. She's like, so like, yeah, because I don't know, the car could have hit her. That was actually very dangerous. So I held her and just pulled her back. Then we kept walking. Then so for carrying the suitcase, so I wanted to hold her hand. So like, oh, the am I the kind of guy that likes to hold her hands? I wanted to hold her hands, but she was kind of I don't know. She was hesitating, so I just grabbed her hand and just like put it under my shoulder, under my armpits, and just crossed with her. Then left her. Then she was like, "Oh, am I the kind of guy that likes to hold hands?" I'm like, I feel like." Then she was like, "Oh." They kept walking. Then she was like, "Oh, she like, hold up." So I grabbed her hands and I crossed. Regardless, then I left her. Then we kept walking. Then I was like, oh, she has nice fingers. But then she was like, oh, that am I the kind of guy? No, I was like, can I hold your? Then I was like, can I hold your hand? Because initially I didn't ask. I just grabbed her hand because I wanted to cross with her hand. The incident with the cow almost eating her made me a bit paranoid, obnoxious. I don't know. So I was like, she has nice fingers. That can I hold her hands? Then she was like, I'm the kind of guy that likes to hold hands. But she didn't give me her hands, so we just kept walking. I was like, mm, when it's the vibe. Then I was carrying this suitcase. Then she was like, oh, thanks for the suitcase, by the way. I was like, no problem. That's she rewarded me with her holding my hand. So then she just gave me her hands to hold. So I held her hand. I was like, oh, that she is a good girl. And then she laughed. Then I left her hand. Then we kept walking. Then we now spoke about my walk. Yeah. Right, so fast forward to almost getting to the train station. So it told the country has a psychological way of trying to manipulate people. I was just like, oh, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Is that why Godwin told me not to smoke the weed yesterday? So I was like, well, kinda. Like I tend to talk a lot when I'm high. Then she was like, yeah, that she also does that. I was like, so why didn't she just smoke with me? Because when I saw you yesterday, I asked her if she smokes or she wanted to smoke. She's like, no. So yeah, that was that part of the conversation is very brief. And so like, why did she smoke? She just laughed. She just smiled. She doesn't. She just did that smile like so. She just did a smile on her head nod, and then kept walking. Then I told her, oh, that the if she stays in the country for too long, that the country messes with you psychologically, and that it makes you, it brings out your dark side, but not your cool dark side, more like your insecure dark side, and then it makes you very insecure. Then she was like, oh, that's there are a lot of confident people around. Then I put my hand on my hair, like searching. Then she was like, oh, what am I looking for? I was like, the confident people around, apart from me. And then she laughed. They kept walking. Then our body language of walking changed briefly. And she just went out of the path we were on from my right side to my left side towards the pelican. Then I was like, that now definitely has a psychological meaning. Then she just brushed it off because she thinks it's just a conspiracy theory. She didn't brush it off though. She smiled. She remember that. Yeah, I said so. It has a psychological meaning. Then she smiled. Then she looked at me. Then prior to then, I asked her if I could kiss her. She said no. That I can't kiss her. They kept walking towards the train station. Then she was walking too fast, and our moment was about to elapse. And to be honest, it crossed my mind to collect her phone number, but What's the fun in that? So I kept walking, then I put my hand around her shoulder to pull her back. Then I just left my hand on her shoulder. But she didn't mind, so I left it there. Then after walking for a bit, I asked her if she was okay with it. Because I didn't want to assume. Then she said she was. Then we stood a while. Oh, so while we were walking to the train station, she said, "Do I like food?" I said yes, that I could eat out right after I eat something. Then she looked at me like, "Oh, I could eat something right after eating out." Then she was like, "Is this what I do?" Oh, prior to then, oh, the story is becoming very haphazard now, but we'll figure it out. So prior to then, she said she likes flowers. So like, what kind of flowers? And then in the room that she was in, there were some flowers in the flower vase. Apparently, they were peonies. So she was like, she likes peonies. I was like, oh, she said she likes peonies. I was like, oh, that's she like my peonies. Then she just looked at me and smiled like the wow. Now like that was like ew. That was like way back in the conversation. Like that was like early on in the conversation when we're still walking north before we even started walking west. Or was it south? But we turned right. Yeah. So when we're walking, and then I was talking about the conspiracy theories, and I was like, oh, it's all has a psychological connotation. Then she was like, she didn't brush it off. She was like, she doesn't understand what I'm talking about. I was like, it's alright. Then she was now like, do I like food? Like, yeah, that I could eat her up right after I ate something. Then she looked at me. Then I was like, oh, I could eat you up, then eat something after. Then she was like, is this what I do? I was like, maybe. Uh, would she like me to do her? Then she just looked at me and then just kept walking. Then I put my hands on her shoulder because she was walking too fast. Then we slowed down a bit. Then I asked her if she was okay with me putting my hands on her shoulder. Then she said yes. Then we stopped. Then I asked her where she was going to on the platform. Then she said platform 14. Then I was waiting with her. Then she was waiting for a friend. Then I had to go. So I asked her again if I could kiss her. She said no. Asked her if I could peck her. She said yes. So I kissed her on her left cheek. Then she looked at me and smiled. Then she turned her right cheek. Then I kissed on her right cheek. Then I left. And that's the end of my story. Kind of looks like my sister though. Well, she has the complexion of my sister. I haven't actually seen a light skinned girl in a while. Light skinned, fair skinned. So this morning I was like writing a poem about some girl. Actually wasn't writing it, I was just reciting a poem about some girl that I saw across the road and how she brought a speck of colors into my world. And then after experiencing this girl, she didn't bring colors. She she became an artist in my world. And then she mounted the canvas. On this canvas, she decided to be both the artist and the heart dealer. Because she mounted the canvas on the wall and then she started painting. And then she was using different strokes. But she didn't just bring color, she became an artist. And she also became an art dealer. And then she cared enough about my work. And then she wanted some of my trauma. I have to recite some poem for her. But not now. Because right now, I'm in a state of limbo. You know when you're in high school and then it's just a fresh crush. You just like develop the crush for a person and then you spend time with the person. You know that state of sleepy feeling where it feels like you're not fully awake, but you're not asleep. And everywhere is just calm, and the air smells fresh, like it just rained. Feels like spring, and the cherry blossoms just bloomed. But then it has this coldness of the fall. So it's like, is it spring or is it autumn?